What's poppin', everybody? SitRoll94. So I might be a little bit late talking about this, but I do want to give my thoughts on this Blazblue crap. It's a topic of my interest for sure. I found out about this from Jim Sterling, my man Jim Sterling. Jim fucking Sterling, son. Has a nice ring to it. When he made a video talking about the whole DLC crap with the new Blazblue game. I think it's called Cross Tag Team Battle. Yeah, the latest BlazBlue game. People pronounce it BlazBlue. I like to call it BlazBlue, so just don't fuck with me on that anyway. So maybe you guys don't know this, but I am actually quite a not maybe hardcore because I'm not that great. I'm decent. I'm not bad, but I am like a 2D fighting guy. I like my 2D fighting games. King of Fighters, Street Fighters, BlazBlue, of course, and other shit like Darkstalkers, Vampire Savior. I love that franchise too. I wish they made more games, but yeah. So this game is definitely of interest to me. I'm not gonna buy it immediately, so it doesn't affect me, but it might affect you if you choose to buy this game immediately. So in general, Arc System Works, even though I like them as a company with their games and shit, their fighting games, the way they release games has always kind of been like, what? With me. Like when they made the first BlazBlue game, Calamity Trigger, one of the big things it was like it didn't have a lot of characters. It was just 12. And then they come out with Continuous Shift and then Continuous Shift 2 and adding characters and adding shit and but it's basically like the same game, the same areas, the same it's like a refined experience. It's like you basically like get like DLC for the game pretty much. So I was one of the like lucky dudes. I got Continuum Shift 2, so I got this kind of when there was a lot of shit. There was a lot of content in that game already. But, I know that not everybody was in my situation, in my shoes. And it's like, I guess this is what they do. This is like standard for them, is standard practices, the way to release these fighting games in Japan maybe and what have you. But, it does kind of suck when you think about it because, you get the game comes out and then they release a billion other versions that, the price might be cheaper and you get more shit. So, I mean, with this one, we know that there's going to be 20 characters, and the other 20 are going to be DLC. They've said that pretty much. So, I guess depending on what the price of the game is going to be, I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be like a regular $60 game, maybe $40. I have no idea. But if it's just like you're paying regular ass money, it's not going to be a cheap game. There's going to be like 20 characters DLC. Yeah, I urge you not to buy it. I mean, because I've said this before, it's the only way to make these companies like learn. I'm sure, I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. If you want to get it early, it's up to you. I'm not going to stop you. In fact, I can't stop you. But, if this thing annoys you, you kind of have to speak with your money, as I've said before. If a lot of people don't buy it and they see that, okay, a lot of people didn't buy this, probably because of the DLC shit, the next time they're going to come out strong. A complete game, no crap like this. And yeah, like Jim Sterling said too, this is nothing compared to loot box crap, but it is kind of annoying. I mean, for me, like I wouldn't probably buy this immediately, which is why I didn't even know, about this. I had to learn this from Jim Sterling's video. But I really am a fan of BlazBlue. Like I have my first one on the PSP. I don't know why I got on the PSP. And then I got, I think, Continuing Shift 2 Extended. That's right, like the ultimate, probably the best version of Continuum Shift, I guess, that has as much shit on the PlayStation 3. And, it's pretty good, of course. I didn't get Chrono Phantasma. Damn, I can't believe it. But from what I understand, it didn't really add much anyway. So, like, I don't know what the hell they're doing with these BlazBlue games. But I mean, yeah, I still haven't even played like King of Fighters 14, which is like my favorite fighting game series. I probably like played that game once on the PS4 and then just went back to Bloodborne. Man, I have to play it more, but fighting games, I kind of have to dedicate myself and just start playing and playing and playing and learning. And, you know, the way I am right now, I'm kind of rusty, and I have to kind of get into it. But it is kind of hard. The super hard mode in King of Fighters 14 is pretty good. It's actually hard, which is nice for me. I'm gonna enjoy going through that. But anyway, yeah, I digress. But with BlazBlue, uh, this that they pulled, it really does suck. I mean, depending on the price, maybe it's okay, but you just know just from what they do anyway with BlazBlue that 1 year from now or maybe even shorter, a new like sort of a version is gonna come out that's gonna have more shit at the same price or even cheaper. And I don't know why the hell they did it, and especially reveal it. I guess maybe being upfront is good, but what the fuck they've done is like they've included some like Ruby characters that are like main characters are in it, and some of them are DLC. And that's like, come on, dude, what the fuck would you do this for? Like, this is definitely something that is gonna piss people off. Wouldn't they know that? I mean, I didn't watch the Ruby show from, I forgot what that company's name was, Rooster Teeth, I believe, but I know about it. And yeah, one of the big things is that there's characters in that game, and one of the main chicks is actually a DLC. I'm not sure, what all the characters are, which are DLC and which are not, but one of the chicks, the one with the red that holds the scythe, she's DLC, and that pissed a lot of people off. Understandably, when you have some standard characters from that shit be available and then just not her, it's kind of like, dude, that's like maybe Pokemon like releasing a new, let's say, Kanto remake and have like Bulbasaur, Squirtle as the starters, and then Charmander. If you want to pick Charmander, you kind of have to pay DLC to unlock it. That's like, dude, what are you thinking? But in general, this is what they do with the fighting games these days. It's crazy, like what the Street Fighter stuff pulled as well. I think they had like Guile as DLC. Like, what the fuck, man? But yeah. So for me, like I've said, it doesn't really affect me because I'm probably gonna get this if I do get it a lot later down the line. I still need to play like other shit, like I say all the time, but I just don't have the time. I have to get deep into the King of Fighters 14. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get another BlazBlue game one of these days. I mean, this one is interesting. It's gonna feature characters from In-Birth. What the hell is the full name of that game? I forgot. Yeah, the In-Birth shit, and Ruby, and I think another series that I forgot about. Under Night In-Birth, yeah, that's the full name. It's probably going to be a very good fighting game. The BlazBlue universe is great. I love it. I love the story of that shit. It really just has potential. I mean, they made a 12 episode anime, but I wish they kind of did like a proper anime, maybe 50 episodes. It has that sort of a epic vibe to it, like let's say One Piece and Soul Eater. It has like that sort of universe going for it. So yeah, I got this information from my man Jim Sterling, and this is what it's going to be apparently. Hopefully they change things, but I don't think they will. So the best thing you can do is just wait. Yeah, don't get this at launch. If you can, if you want to. So I think that's all I had to say. I can't really think of anything else. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. I've been SaberWolf94, and what's up, boy?